Welcome back to Romances for Rich People Friends. I'm Rebel, and we have another interesting Reddit for you to digest and reflect upon. So, this one is longer than it should be, I think, but I haven't even read it. It's just based on Reddit. Get it? But based on the title, I just can't figure out for the life of me. And if you watched our episode from last week, I mean from yesterday, about the financial abuser and his girlfriend, and then now we're going into this Reddit about a girlfriend just wanting a haircut. I'm like left wondering, is it the are we talking about the same guy? You'll see what I mean. Watch the last episode and then come back here and watch this one so that you can stay up to speed. But anyway, so this Reddit is from In My the Asshole, my favorite Reddit. And it says, "Am I the asshole for not paying for my girlfriend's haircut? Haircut seems so trivial unless this is a $550 haircut from Manhattan or something like that. I just don't know what we're talking about and why it's 7 pages long. But okay, let's do this. Hi everyone. My girlfriend 32 and I, 38 male, have been together for 2 years. I lost my job about 3 months into our relationship. During this time, she really came through for me and helped out a lot. I did not have a car, so she would help me deliver orders on DoorDash and Grubhub so I could pay my bills. She also covered the difference out of her pocket if I was running short. To say I'm grateful is an understatement. I am already lost. She did what? She helped you work? She helped you deliver your groceries. She used her car and put miles on it for you. She's just your girlfriend of 3 months, and she's doing all that. And then she used her out of pocket money. If you were running short, kiss this woman's feet. Why are we here? Okay. I'm sorry, but whoa. I finally found a new job 2 months ago. I'm saving up for a car, so she's been letting me borrow hers. So she's letting you use her vehicle that she paid for. Okay. She accrued some debt while I was out of a job, and I have repaid about half of that. However, now I'm worried that she's starting to only want me for my money. Okay, I see where this is going. Okay, this is a roller coaster, but I know how it's going to move. We got into an argument over the weekend because she called to ask me if she could borrow some money to get a haircut. Apparently, she is running short due to unexpected home repair costs, but already paid the hairdresser a deposit that she would have to forfeit if she rescheduled. I had a long day at work and was exhausted both mentally and physically, so when I noticed that my phone was ringing, I was really excited to see her name. But after I answered, she immediately asked me for the money. I felt crushed because she did it without even asking how my day was first. I told her that I guess I understand what my new role is in her life now, and she threw a huge fit about it. She claims that she gave me her everything for a year and a half just to keep a roof over my head, and that she accrued debt from when I wasn't working, so I shouldn't be so opposed to doing her a favor. I recently bought her car a new set of tires and got the brake pads replaced, as well as gave her some money to repay the debts with. I also have paid for the car payment and insurance since I started working because I have it at my place more than she does while I save up to buy my own. So it's not like I don't contribute to her expenses already. She keeps guilt tripping me because a haircut is a small ask considering everything I've done for you, which feels very controlling. Now she won't talk to me, and I'm scared that she's going to break up with me without even hearing me out. I hated taking her money when I was jobless, and that I have to use her car now. I didn't want to do it in the first place. Anytime I needed her to pay for something, it was because it was important expense like my rent or power. So the way she's asking for something unnecessary, like a haircut, just feels like a slap in the face. Am I the asshole? Edit, she didn't talk to me for 3 days and then she dumped me. Jesus Christ. Save the world. I am in so much shock that I'm gonna go straight to the comments so that I can get myself put together because I feel like I'm in this relationship with them because I want to smack him through the computer screen. Okay. Let me see what the world. Let me see. Let me phone a friend. Let me phone a friend real fast because I am. Whew, okay. Um. Okay. Let's see. Okay, a YTA, a year and a half. She helped pay all your expenses, and that's good. You've paid back half, but to get upset about her wanting you to pay for a hair appointment because she is short on money because she is still dealing with debts because of you is fucking ridiculous. You bought up paying for maintenance and insurance and actual car payment, but you literally said you use her car more than her. So you should be paying for that. Can't believe you have the nerve to say you think she only wants you for your money when you have used her for almost 2 years. On my last episode, I mentioned this like weird fear that I thought that the other guy had. If you watched the last episode, about if a woman asks you for anything, it's like you just want me for my money. It's some sort of like insecurity reel that's going in their heads. And I think that we've been seeing it on social media, but not pinpointing the aha that's that. I think that's what's going on here because not only did she demonstrate there's no fucking possible way she could want you for your money. You ain't got no fucking money, right? But the minute you get money, that's why you're with me. You've got to be kidding me. But I think that yes, I you got to be kidding me because that's that's beyond the demonstration that she's not with you just for your money. Not only did she stick by you broke, right? Because if somebody was just with you for your money, they would have gone. They would leave because you have nothing to offer if they're just there for money. But she also took money out of her own pocket and went into debt to keep you afloat, and you still have the unmitigated gall to question why she's with you. I'm going to question why she's with you on a whole nother tangent in a few minutes, but my guy, Jesus. The insecurity is it knows no bounds. It knows no bounds. Nobody can ask you for anything if they are your significant other without you just thinking that's it. It's just the money. You must not think anything of yourself. I don't think anything of you either. But anyway, let's continue with the comments before um, this other person says, the way my eyes rolled at, I think she wants me for my money when he didn't have money for the longest time. She's trying to have a relationship. OP seems like he'd rather have a sugar mommy. And unless she's getting like a fancy hairdo, a haircut 20 to 50, she's right. That's nothing compared to what she's done for him. He's literally using her car right now in the post, in the present. What fucking money does she only want you for, OP? You have more entitlement than you have assets. And then they actually came back for an edit 8 days later and said, I see she dumped OP. Good. That poor girl, though. Now she has debt she has to tell her new partners about. And for some people, that's a deal breaker. Girlfriend, if you see this somehow, please speak to a lawyer and see if anything can be done to ensure your ex pays you back over time. Um, Now they're going in about how much haircuts cost. I said 550 just because a lot of people don't have about 550 on hand for the most part sometimes to just kind of liquid. They might have it in savings or something like that, but that they can hand out to people. They say the average American doesn't even have $1,000 savings, so that's where I'm getting that from. That it might be a high price, but if it was $25 to $50, then I'm dead. I'm dead. I can't. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is the OP force paradox, right? Let me see. The OP's name is no such management. Okay, such management is the OP. I'm just looking at this comment about ethnicity, and I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so they're just talking about how much haircuts cost, weaves, braids, whatever. Who the hell cares? Okay, next. Um, and this person said, "Oh my God, I laughed so hard at that line, bro. You don't have money, and she spent hers taking care of your broke ass over a year. You are the gold digger. She shouldn't have. She should have left a year ago. Never go into debt for a useless man. Ah, you're the asshole." Um, this person says, and the absolute audacity to decide that he is the sole decider of what expenses are important, and that her haircut is just frivolous, useless. Um, Yeah, I get that he's saying that, it was hard for him to ask. I get that he's saying that it was expenses such as rent and such. But on the flip side, he's not realizing that such expenses to ask someone to pay for makes you look irresponsible anyway. Had you asked for something more frivolous, that wouldn't make you look irresponsible. It would make you look like, well, I'm trying to do something fun, but I just don't have it. Do you? But that she had to keep a car on you and a roof over your head and all that stuff, bro, it just makes you look even worse. So to point out that she's asking for a haircut, and I'm hoping it's not, $500, but still, it just makes you look worse. It's like you can't keep talking. Everything you say is stupid. But okay, next thing is, oh yes, quote, I recently bought her car a new set of tires and got brake pads replaced, as well as gave her some money to repay the debts with. You clearly still owe debts that you put a burden on her when she could have dumped your ass and let you cry about it. You think that because things are on the upswing for you, that all of the debts are now even. Oh, you helped pay for a car you personally use more than her. Wow. She covered your pathetic ass for a year and a half, and now that she's clearly struggling, you're bitching over a fucking haircut. You suck. You're the asshole. Pay for the haircut, and honestly, I hope she breaks up with you. If you don't pay for the haircut, I hope she breaks up with you. Um, they're going in. They are going. I feel like, you know what? I had so much to say, but they're saying it for me. Hell, I don't have to say anything. What do you got? Okay, let's listen to the next person. What gets me is OP should be paying for those things on the car. He's using the car because he doesn't have one, so he's putting on the wear and tear. I'm sincerely hoping this is fake because if not, this person is really obtuse. You're the asshole, OP. It comes across as if you were just with her for her money, which it sounds like you're still using her. She's not mad because of the haircut. She's mad because she asked for a small favor and you completely shot her down and insulted her after everything she's done for you. Hopefully, she smartens up and leaves you. Well, everybody is in the same vein when it comes to this. This person says you're the asshole, only wants you for your money. What money, bro? You owe her. That's her money. And damn right, you should be putting new tires and brakes on that car. You wore the old ones down. Door dashing and whatnot. And she's helping you do deliveries. Like, I'm clogging all of this. I remember. Uh, Jesus. And you know what? I think the saddest part about it is when we're talking about romances for rich people and that kind of thing, to keep a loving relationship going, there is reciprocity and all that. But, this is a huge misstep that would turn love into hate so fast. He's not grateful. If he was really genuinely grateful, the minute he did kind of get up on his bills and up in his money, he would be willing to do something frivolous like a haircut because it was out of the kindness of her heart to go into debt herself to keep him afloat. He's not grateful at all. And that's, I think, like the other person said, is the reason why she's dumped him and was pissed off and didn't speak with him, is because she realized you are an ungrateful, entitled brat. And someone asking you for something, even if you consider it to be frivolous, you should be fumbling over yourself to do whatever they're asking, because they've basically gone into debt for you. Like, what? This is rough. This one is rough. And this is why, once money gets into the conversation and things are not, provided and covered, it can really draw a wedge in the between people, especially with certain personality types and behaviors and such, because he had the perfect setup to impress her. This was his opportunity to, like, I got you, babe. How much is the haircut? Let me see if I can work it out. And instead, he complained and berated her and said, you know, I I paid so much back to you. Why are you asking me for this? This isn't important. Oh, and you still owe her, and you got her car in the back and outside while you're saying all that. Her car. He's very entitled to her stuff and her money as if it's his. He doesn't mind taking it. The minute it's asked of him, it's like, how dare you ask me for anything? People are one-sided like that and very selfish. And I feel bad for her that she thought that he was worth that, because he obviously ain't. I'm so proud of her, though. I'm proud that she broke up with him, and can move on with her life and have learned a lesson to. She could have been supportive of his plight. Even, lending the car a little bit was fine, but going into debt was way too far. So I have to say to Miss Girlfriend, you went too far. No, he didn't deserve that. Only a husband deserves for you to go into debt for them, and not even then, actually, unless it's a damn good reason. So you went too far. You flew too close to the sun. This is insanity to do that for a boyfriend, because look, you broke up. He still owes you money. He has your damn car. He's probably never going to pay you back because he's entitled, and he doesn't really give the indication that he was even wanting to pay you back, because he had to list it for all of us in America to read all the little things he did to pay back, like as if it was a thing. Like, yeah, pay it back, and we don't care to hear about it because that's what you borrowed. You didn't say it as of the things she gave you. You so wonderfully mentioned all the things you paid back, which was only half. You look like you resent having to pay half, and you resent all of the things. I don't. So anyway, this was wild. Another crummy, scummy Reddit for the books. Makes me itch, makes my skin crawl. I can't stand ungrateful people. It pisses me off. So this one really drove me crazy because I know too many of them personally. And it does remind me of the guy from the last video in a way, but yeah, 100%. I'm glad she broke up with him, and hopefully that she will learn the lesson not to date people who are in financial issues like this, and if because she's too kind, or if she does, to keep a boundary between herself and their issues, because it's not her responsibility. Just because she's romantically interested and loves the person, to rescue them from their own folly. That's not her job. um anyway, guys, this one took me 100% out. But please weigh in. Let me know what you guys think about this debacle. Um, is he the asshole? Am I? Let me know. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys in the next one. And hopefully, it's not as disgusting as this one. Thanks you for watching. Ciao. I am. That one gave me depression.